What up, though? DJ Star back with another unboxing. Before we do that, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. And also, please like, comment, and share on the videos. It goes a long way to help the channel grow, and I'm still pushing for those 500 subscribers. So with that being said, I want to apologize to my members for not being able to get my hands on the men's pair before the release. It's just been really hard, so I had to do that video of the kids pair. I do apologize for that, but hopefully this video will make it up for it. And here we go. We're going to get right into it. As you see, we are reviewing the Air Jordan 4 Retro. The colorway is Tour Yellow Dark Blue Gray, US size 12, and the USD was $220. Love these boxes, more sturdier than your other fours from recent years. And the color contrast is dope. Tour Yellow, White Flight, got your Jumpman done in that gray. But what was surprising me about inside of the box as that when I pulled all the tissue paper out, they did not have any quality control stamps. So I was just really tripping out about that when the quality on these sneakers are pretty decent. So with that being said, let's get right into the sneaker. Today we had the Air Jordan 4 Tour Yellow, aka the Lightnings. And it's a dope shoe. Like I said, it's something I wanted in my collection. It's not really an OG because it didn't release in 1989 when the first few colorways when the shoe released. Of course, it got a Jumpman on the back, so I'll let you know too. But it's kind of like an OG because this shoe hasn't retro in 15 years. So that was another big determining factor for me to go after the shoe, is just to snatch it up, because if it hasn't retroed in 15 years, you probably won't see it for another 15. So the extra $20, yeah, I mean, I paid it. And actually, I paid over retail for it. The shoe retailed at $220. You add tax here, I think it was $245, and the seller ended up selling it to me right out the store after he picked up his raffle for $320. But I went ahead and slide him an extra $10 just for him doing it, and he could get that Cash App money back. So I did pay over retail for it, but I'm not mad at all. So we're gonna jump right into the shoe. As you see on the bottom, you got your standard Air Jordan 4 traction. And that herringbone, really nice with the stars right here, your white hit here, your white hit here, and your Tour Yellow in the middle, surrounded by all that gray, which I don't see the blue in it, but you know. Then you go to the midsole, you got more of that gray popping up and sticking out from the bottom, but then you have the white midsole part 2. And I think they dropped the ball here. They should have made that gray or Tour Yellow inside the air unit. And Air Jordan 4s does have an air unit in the heel. I don't believe it's one in the forefront. I'll put it in the video if it is. But then this is where it really shines. When you get up to the midsole, right above it, and you get to this material right here, it is a really nice nubuck. It is really smooth. It kind of reminds me of those red 12s that came out a few years ago. No, take that back. The Ferraris, when you couldn't tell, some pairs was seemed like leather, some pairs seemed like nubuck. It kind of reminds me of that, but it's really a soft, smooth nubuck doing it an all Tour Yellow. And then your wings right here is padded and it's done in that gray, which again, I don't really see the blue in it. But maybe I'm missing something, but I'm gonna show you something else here in a minute. And your wingtips are done in a gray as well. Now this is where the shoe really gets iffy for me, is that your netting is done in black. That is not gray, that is black. So now you got gray, white, Tour Yellow, and black. Like, maybe it's too many colors. If they would have did that in gray, I think it would have been a better solid look. But it's really soft material. When you go up to right here, up your tongue, again, all of that is done in black. And then you got your standard Air Jordan 4 patch with the yellow flight on it. But actually, you can see right here, the shape is done in the OG shape like they used to be. Not like the current retros from like a year or two ago, right? Actually 2 years ago. So you can see that's a big difference right there. But, you know, all around clean. You get to the medial side of the shoe, you get more of the same, that gray. That's like a light gray or a plastic gray if you want to call it. White midsole. And what really, really jumps for me is that part. Of course it's rubber, but it's a gray rubber, and they did a nice job on it. I mean, it's really decent. And I noticed that this is a little thicker than my other 4, like my Cool Greys and stuff like that. You get behind the tongue, and you see, like I said, it's tucked in, but you got your Air Jordan yellow with that gray Air Jordan in it, and then upside down, and of course on the insole, which was different, you got a white insole with a gray Jumpman. So I mean, I really thought I just wanted to grab it really for my collection. Like I said, I may not wear it that often, but I just wanted to grab it for my collection because, again, you're not going to see this shoe retro for another 15, 20 years. So, and again, it was originally released in 2006 on Jordan23.com as exclusive online release for his motorcycle team. So or they designed it and released it strictly on there. And then, you know, I guess if you was in the know back then or in the sneakers in 2006 like that, you would know about that, and maybe you tried to go after it. But other than that, it's a clean look. Like I said, I'm only disappointed with the gray and the black is the part that disappoints me the most. And also these laces. If you look at these laces, you can see it clearly on camera. This do not match the upper of this shoe. This is like bright, vibrant, like university gold, and this is like a muted, like light or cool, like let's call it a cool yellow or something, like kind of like a cool gray. And one time before we actually get up out of here, I want to do a quick comparison with the cool gray, because this is the shoe it reminds me the most, especially with the padded wing right here. And if you notice, you can look at that gray and you can look at this gray. If I can get closer, this gray on the Tour Yellow or the Lightnings is just a shade darker, like a shade or two darker, but it doesn't look blue at all. But the wingtips are almost identical. If you could see that, it's hard to see. These seem like they're a little darker, but they're not black. They're gray. So that's one of the big differences, really. And in this one, you see as a air sole unit, they did it in yellow, which they should have did this one in yellow too. They just gave it more pop in my opinion, but that's just me. And then when you get right here, you can see the differences. Like, it's actually pretty much the same patch, but it's a little darker. It looks like it's a little smaller because maybe this tongue is a little wider, but you can see how the back comes up on this one, but it's shaved down on here. So that was one of the standouts. And then if you look at the heel of the shoe, you can see both Jumpmans. One is supposed to be like a chrome, but it's really plastic too. And this one feels more rubber than plastic. And then behind the tongue, as you see, they got the Air Jordan right here, just done in all yellow. And then they gave it gray right here, but see how that's lined up right there? And that's curved over. So that's some of your major differences, but that's the shoe it reminds me of the most. So give me your comments down below. Let me know if you went after these, if you wanted these in your collection or you passed on them or what. So as always, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. And also please like and comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and I'm still pushing for those 500 subscribers. So with that being said, as always, love, peace, and prosperity. I'm gone.